Oh, right.
Welcome back. We're the Bourbon Junkies. He's Dan. I'm Sean. Tonight, another treat.
America.
E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof.
Ooh.
Batch 12.
It is batch 12. Brandon, our buddy, let us borrow this. We used it for the Stag War video.
Same Brandon that gave us the Four Roses 125th,
Yes,
135th.
And
Sorry.
the Stag. He let us borrow a Stag. What
Yeah.
we're learning is Brandon has wild bottles.
Yeah, he does.
Thank you very much, buddy, for real, for letting us borrow these and letting us review them and use them for content's sake.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. EH Barrel Proof. Probably my favorite release that's non-BTAC from Buffalo Trace every year.
Well,
that I never get to drink.
A while ago, we put out a 23 Stag War. This was in it. Plays pretty well.
It did. You can go back and watch that video. We won't even spoil it. That smells ridiculous, truthfully.
What?
Goodness gracious, it smells good. Batch 12 was 2023's release. They do one of these a year. There's 131 proof on that gal. We do not know the yields, at least not off the top of our heads, but mash bill 1 is their single barrel, which we just got to pick, which was my dream Buffalo Trace pick. I'm so happy. And we picked the good one. Yeah, we did. Was it Sean's favorite? No, it wasn't. Was it the best one? Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Welcome back.
Oh.
Today's video is brought to you by Helix. Do you want to know why? We just got home from a trip literally 4 hours ago. The only thing that I want to do in this current moment in my life is go upstairs and lay in my midnight Lux with my cooling topper and sleep for a short coma period of time.
So if you don't know, by now, Helix is a premium mattress company that all you got to do is go online, fill out a quick little survey or a quiz, most people would call that.
That quiz, take a handful of minutes, maybe a few minutes if you're real quick. It'll actually pick a mattress for you and your partner or just you. Truthfully, our dogs have really enjoyed our mattress as well. So if you're a dog person, you might just want to jump in anyway. So don't skip out on the cooling topper.
Definitely
You're
don't
going to
do
get
that.
some pillows and you're going to love those.
Yeah, right now you can enjoy 30% off using our code on all the Elite series mattresses, or if you're not looking for that, you can just get 25% off site-wide right now for the 4th of July sale.
It's still so much money off.
25% off is a great deal right
Sean's
there.
a big 20% guy. If you go above 20, Sean might just order like 6 of them.
is where I'm in.
Yeah.
20% off, that's a good amount.
Yeah.
25% off, I mean, you're basically giving me a mattress at this point in time.
They will deliver that mattress directly to your door.
Yep.
You can haul it in. It's very easy to unbox and set up. It's extremely
Vacuum
simple.
sealed bag. You kind of cut it open, let it rest for a couple hours to get some air back into it,
And then you
you're
can
good to go. Yeah.
For more than a couple hours. Because what we've been doing is torture.
Not doing it.
It's torture.
Yeah.
Honestly, we've both had Helix mattresses for over a year now. We have absolutely loved them. We've recommended to a bunch of people, like outside of videos or off the channel. They have loved them as well. We hope that you guys love them. Thank you and huge shout out to Helix for working with the channel.
All you gotta do, go over to helixsleep.com/bourbonjunkies, get that 30% off or 25, whatever you're looking at. Click the link. It's just, you just click it and auto apply.
Click it.
And then fill out, and then you're good.
Click
New
the link.
mattress. Yeah, you sleep a third of your life.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So when you do it poorly, you're just
It's
really
even worse.
ruining your life.
Yeah, because then you ruin your day.
Yeah,
You
'cause
ruin
then
the
it affects
other
the next
70
16 hours.
Yeah. Gosh dang it, dude.
Support the people, supporting us, and get yourself a nice new mattress in the process. So thank you, Helix. Back to the video.
It smells really good. Now, they only do one of these a year. They do what, 3 stags a year? 2 to 3 stags a year at this point.
I think it's always 3 now.
Retail, this is like 100 to 120, I think, now. Stag, I believe, is around 80 retail now, 60 to 80 retail. The Stag stuff is supposed to be that 8 to 10 range for the most part. These, I believe, they're around 10. So,
Okay, and then before we get the comment,
smells amazing.
I don't ever see it for that much. We're talking retail. That's what it is supposed to be. You know what? When the new fucking Corvette comes out, it's supposed to be 80 grand, but you're gonna buy it for 250.
Probably true.
That's an SRP.
I feel like often, listen, we don't see it for those prices either.
Like
we don't even own a bottle of this at this point. This is just literally lent to
borrowing
us.
it.
Yeah. We're shooting this so we can give it back, literally.
It's got like a caramel macchiato note.
It has that.
Rich.
And then it has a, this is the weirdest thing. It has an apricot peach note, like a stone fruit note.
I was gonna go
that I don't
raspberry
get
Danish.
on Buffalo Trace a lot. Well, I like a Danish idea.
It's like
With a drizzle.
yeah.
I like that.
Of course. What else are we doing with our lives here?
You ever see a Danish at a buffet without a drizzle? That not even worth a calorie. You know what I mean?
That's just called sadness. But no, there is that Buffalo Trace sweetness. It's got all the red fruit up front. It definitely has a bunch of raspberry for me. The caramel, but it has like a slightly, almost, okay, this is gonna sound bad, a little bready, but I think it's like a layered dough. So you think you're croissant. I'm gonna look this back in editing. I didn't even look at Dan's face. I looked right in the barrel.
That's the worst pronunciation of croissant.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but it is like a very layered pastry for me. It's not the young 36 MGP bready that we talk about a lot. This is more of the butter forward, like
It is
cooked bread.
There's the finish is really long. I would say like the mouthfeel is like kind of in the middle of the road, truthfully. I bet on secondary this is somewhere
punchy,
around $300 was what I would guess on secondary. Is unlike, what's so interesting about these is they're not like Stag from a flavor profile.
At all.
Usually. Stag is often darker. These are often brighter and fruitier, but they're the same mash bill, around the same ages, from the same distiller.
But they know where they're putting it. We've talked about this before. They know where they're putting it in a different rick house on a certain floor to make a profile. And they've been doing it for a long time, seemingly, very successfully. This is, I wouldn't say like a standout for me.
That's fair.
The E.H. Taylor lineup, very, very good. I would definitely pay that 175 range, I think, for it.
It's citrusy on the nose right now. I just got like a pink double bubble too on the nose, which is interesting. But I've smelled this the whole time that you've been talking. He's done. He's done.
Man's cooked. He's done cooking. Yeah, it is not the Stag profile. This is way brighter, sweeter.
Oh, it's bready in the front of the mid palate.
Yeah.
You're right, it is.
But
It's not the best E.H. Taylor barrel proof I've ever had. I'll say that.
I don't say bready as
really
like the discounted though. Like I said, it's got it's flaky layers.
It's really good. It is very good. Do you currently, if you walked into, let's say you walk into a store, okay?
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk like a little markup. If you walk into a store and there's an E.H. Taylor single barrel, that E.H. Taylor single barrel is $100.
Yep.
We're just gonna say hypothetically, it's it's a very normal middle of the road E.H. Taylor single barrel. You don't know that, but we're gonna assume that, okay?
Okay. I like the assumptions.
Just because most of the E.H. Taylor single barrels we've had, almost all of them have been good. Then, next to that is an E.H. Taylor barrel proof.
Yep.
And it's a batch you haven't had, but we're also gonna assume again, it's a
We're gonna
middle
call
of the road, normal E.H. Taylor barrel proof flavor profile.
Yep.
It's not like the best one ever, it's not nowhere near the worst one ever.
All right.
That is $200. Which one do you buy?
Single barrel.
Me too.
Easy.
Yep, I do too.
Because I think what I was gonna say, I think the floor for the single barrels is so much higher.
Yeah.
We've had very, very good barrel proofs.
Yep.
But every time I feel like we have a single barrel, we'll go, it's just so good,
These are
man.
so
like,
good. Yeah.
It is just so good. We've not had one ever that we go, I don't know, I don't think it was worth it.
No, I don't think we have.
Every single time we have one, we go, I would pay more. I would always pay more. Like, we're always in that 100, 125 range.
Yeah.
Well, 100 range.
Well, in secondary,
I'll even step that back a little bit. I'm going to say the 100 range for the single barrel.
Yeah.
And go, I wouldn't even think about it.
Well, the E.H. Taylor single barrel in secondary right now, not nationally, but in Michigan, is around 150.
Yeah.
And so, truthfully, you can get an E.H. Taylor single barrel. I know it's not legal, and I know you're not supposed to do this. And I'm not saying we do this. Truthfully, we don't buy stuff on secondary.
We do not support it.
But you can get one for $150, where a lot of stores have just shifted to secondary pricing anyways.
They have.
So you can get an E.H. Taylor single barrel sometimes for $150. These are $300 on the same secondary.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, you could get two E.H. Taylor single barrels. If the only difference that we're talking now is proof. Because the ages and mash bills are identical. Not the ages are close, I would say, but these are blended. I think that a lot of single barrels I've had, if you aren't a proof whore, compete with that.
So what I will say is how different the E.H. Taylor pick tasted at barrel proof versus 100. I preferred the 100. Like, it was not even close.
Sure.
It opened that whiskey up so much.
E.H. Taylor single barrels are monsters.
And that was probably the only time we've gone to Buffalo Trace and picked a barrel.
Oh, and you preferred
And
the
I
bottle
preferred the actual bottle proof.
instead of cask.
Every single time I preferred what we've tasted out of the barrel.
Yeah,
and I
same.
thought, damn, that's good.
That's
At
interesting.
proof at 100.
That's interesting. I don't know that I preferred the A.H. Taylor single barrel at the pick at 100. I don't know if I did.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, truthfully, now we were very fortunate because people in the community have been really cool about it.
Yeah.
But we got to try a Buffalo Trace at barrel proof, an E.H. Taylor at barrel proof, Eagle Rare at barrel proof, and then
Yep.
we picked a Stag, which
Yep.
is obviously barrel proof.
All we got left is that weeded mash bill, baby.
the Wellers, yeah,
We need a Weller pick.
and a Saz.
We need a weeded pick.
So, but okay, grade. Sorry.
On
I mean, truthfully, at retail, I'd still go B+ right now.
I'm right at B+.
Yeah.
What
Would you pay for a bar pour?
30?
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, when is an E.H. Taylor going to be lower than that? I think
not going to.
$30
It's
is
just
a
what I'm
pretty
willing to.
fair pour.
I go 23.
Price. 23? You're never going to get that.
Probably not.
Never going to get that.
I know, but I don't think. But I wouldn't pay above that.
But I think 30's fair. You don't think 30's fair?
I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't be happy if that was
2 ounce pour then, 30.
Okay, sure.
All right.
If it was 2 ounces for 30, yes.
Ounce and a half, 30.
No.
Ooh.
Nope. 25, 26. I was thinking 1 ounce.
I'm in that range.
I was
if
at
it was an ounce and
low
a half,
20s, I'd do an
25,
ounce.
I think that'd be a great deal. That's a steal.
It's not that it's bad, by no means.
Well.
Isn't it interesting that Colonel Taylor single barrel is better than Elmer, Blanton's, Rock Hill, Hancock's? Almost every time.
Yeah.
And
It's not even close.
It's not
That is
Nashville
the
too.
best, I think, single barrel that you can buy from Buffalo Trace.
That seems wild though. It's not the most sought after by any means. It might
No.
be the least sought after besides Hancock's.
It could also just be us, but I do believe for us that is our favorite single barrel that you can
is.
buy from Buffalo Trace.
It is. That's fucked up.
Outside of a pick.
That's really messed up, dude. That's
Why?
wild.
What do you think that's messed up?
Because
Yeah.
I bet E.H. Taylor
This is
single barrel in a
great.
blind beats the shit out of everybody.
This is fantastic, but
It is.
realistically, a couple single barrels for the same price that
Yeah.
you would probably pay for this.
This is a 20-minute video of us figuring out that E.H. Taylor single barrels are our jam over almost all Buffalo Trace products, except
I'm
like
gonna cut it down to 12. so,
BTAC. So
yeah.
that's wild.
Yeah, it's just the best product.
We learned a lot today.
We did. We
This
grew
is
as
like
people.
the more you know.
This is like how you feel every day, huh?
Yeah, it is. Isn't it good?